Let's talk about episode 5, politics. Today's topic is about politics. The main question is, why young people are not voting. In 2015, in the elections, young people who are voting actually increased in comparison through past few years, almost filling the gap with older generations. That doesn't mean that the older generation is voting less. Around 80% of older generation is taking part in elections every year. Although, in 1960, there was no gap between generations. Almost the same percentage of young people and old were taking part. Currently, through the past few years, the record of young people voting is 64%. Is that enough? Why are young people so less interested? The times are changing. Maybe politics can't keep up with the young generation. The Think Young Lab created a video to see youth engagement with elections. They created an online survey and collected results from different countries. Around 90% of young people showed interest in voting if it would be online. Also, as if it would be available in more public spaces, they have easier access. But let's start at the beginning. Looking around and asking young people if they're interested in politics, and say mostly, not really. The issue is that young people don't have much interest in politics, which means they have almost no impact on their own future. They want to live a better life and be happy. However, they are more focused on their individuality. I explored the issue further while asking similarly aged people about their attitude towards politics and their problems. They can't feel the impact of not taking action now, or they don't want to think about this as they are overwhelmed by many other issues. They would like to spend their time on the internet, cut out from the stress around and relax. I realised that I'm afraid of showing my lack of knowledge. I didn't take a moment to learn about something that is happening around me, and I didn't make a change and fight for a better situation. Also, I've never voted, because I didn't want to make the wrong decision, especially when my knowledge was poor. I asked my friends at a similar age if they voted and how they make decisions if they do, or why they are not voting if they don't. I could see that most of them have a similar issue. Their knowledge is mostly from memes because they would make them laugh, and so it doesn't seem that boring. So basically, we can find an issue in providing information, making young people aware about influence of politics on their life. There is a really good campaign called Dear Young People, Don't Vote by Nail Communications. They are explaining the video with words. This country belongs to whoever shows up. And do you know who shows up for every election? Old people. But only 46% of people aged between 18 and 34 voted in the last election in 2017. So the elderly have a disproportionate influence on our politics and our country. And a lot of them would like to keep it that way. In the video, you can see elderly people saying words related to what politics are involved in to the young generation like, climate change? Yeah, it'll be your problem. I'll be dead soon. You might even share this video on Facebook, but you will not vote. You never do. The campaign is amazing. It contains a bit of harsh words and controversy, but also truth. Share your opinion. Do you vote? Why? Or why not? Let's talk.